She said, but remember this. You must believe in the dark what he told you in the light. Changed my life. There are some things that God showed you years ago, and they've been smothered by the night of disappointment. And God has sent me back into your life today to tell you, still believe what I told you. See beyond your eyes. Leadership requires that you see beyond your eyes.
And the only way that you go uphill,
as a church and as an individual,
is by self-discipline.
As a matter of fact, leadership is the impact of your pursuit of your vision that is more noble than your self-preservation.
They follow you because of what you have done. Leadership is an always ongoing, always learning, growing process.
You have to find something to do that's more important than your own life preservation. The reason why most people don't make a difference in the world because they're too busy trying to make a living.
They treat it like the lottery. And they just kind of hope that if they're at the right place at the right time, something wonderful will happen to them. It won't. Because what I want you to know, what I want to know, what I want to know, is that everything worthwhile is uphill.
The reason why we need tombstones is because people live such mediocrity in their lives that if they were to die, we'd never know they were here. Visionary leadership is the ability to cause other people to see a vision of the future that's bigger than their private ambitions. This church will never succeed if it keeps competing with your private ambitions. Leadership, my son, is a capacity to make a vision everybody's vision.
There is nothing in your life, there is nothing in my life that's worthwhile, that's quick and easy.
That's why the average person does not make an impact in the world, because they're so consumed by their own private interests. They have no interest in the next generation. You need a vision bigger than your own private ambition. Do something important, not just something personal.
And that's where self-discipline comes into play.
Sometimes we live to pay off our mortgages rather than live to make a difference. In my seminars with corporate executives, sometimes they ask me a question. They say, Dr. Munroe, how do you know when a vision is from God or not from God? I said, that's easy. Any vision that only benefits you is not from God. Any vision that improves humanity, advances your community, and improves other people is from God. Leadership, therefore, is the power of influence through character impact.
You have to fight for it every day. You have to climb for it every day. Doesn't come to you. It's not in 3 easy packages, and it's not the cure to overnight success. It's like one guy said, all my life I've worked hard at being an overnight success. Everything worthwhile is uphill. Now the problem is, we have downhill habits. Now if you have downhill habits and you have uphill hopes, you're in trouble.
Stand still and see the salvation of God. He's going to bring you through this. You're going to come out with more character. Character is proven when people can predict what you would do in your absence. Leaders have been beaten. That's why you're on your way to leadership. What you're going through is God's classroom to make you a great woman, Running from tribulation is the hardest way to have character.
So listen to me very carefully. It's impossible for you to have continuous success without having self-discipline in your life. Impossible.
For you to develop vision in your life, you can understand where it comes from. Write this down. Vision, the source of vision is inspiration. But the source of inspiration is passion. The source of passion is purpose. Where does purpose come from? Well, the source of purpose is divine impartation. Where does that come from? The source of divine impartation is your reason for creation. In other words, God's motivation is your source of divine impartation. This is so important. See, your life was not created just for you to go to a job and pay bills. There's something God wanted done that made you necessary.
When people ask me, and they do in Q&A all the time, John, what is your greatest leadership challenge? I always give them the same answer. My greatest leadership challenge is leading me. Now, self-discipline, the first thing it does, it enables you to go uphill. You can't go uphill without self-discipline. Nobody will carry you uphill. Nobody can coach you uphill. Nobody can push you uphill. If you go uphill, you got to do it yourself. There are no free rides uphill. There's no such thing as accidental achievements. Self-discipline is the bridge between good intentions and good actions. And so the core of all success, the core of all success principles is, the core of it is self-discipline. Relationships with people are the foundation of leadership. You build your leadership off of relationships. Why? Because leadership is influence. And you cannot influence somebody that you antagonize.